Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, if you've noticed the title of our video, it is the time for our Fall Seasonathon. Now, we have decided this year we're changing up some things to all of our Seasonathons. You guys really loved the camp Seasonathon in summer. So we thought we would take you guys to Seasonathon Academy for fall, where we all are going to be reaching for our BR, our Bachelors of Reading. I have here our lovely entrance note with important dates, and I have our schedule for freshman year 1. Next year will be freshman year 2, and then sophomore year, blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? Now, we are super excited to be doing this because this is going to be like some fun, exciting things for us. This is new, so bear with us. Fall, it may change over time. But right now, this is how we're going to do it. And I will be co-hosting Seasonathon Academy along with my 2 fellow deans. Dean Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me, and Dean Mel from Completely Melanie. And I am Dean Clint. Each of us have our own important jobs, which, sure, both of them will tell you theirs. I do know Mel is Dean of Students. Me and Kaylani are still trying to figure out what kind of deans we are. So, bear with us. But I would like to read you guys the welcome letter. Welcome to Seasonathon Academy. We are happy to have you selected. We are happy that you have selected Seasonathon Academy to complete your Bachelors of Reading. We have worked hard to put together a list of courses to help you with your degree. We offer a variety of options to ensure that you can make this degree your own. Please make your selections from the list of courses on the following page. There are 5 required courses per semester. Some have one option, others have multiple that you can select from. You must read 1 book from each category in order to complete the semester. And you may choose to use the group book to complete one of your courses, because it does cover all. I think there's 4 that it could possibly be. There will be many events throughout the semester that you may choose to participate in. We will have a live author chat. There will be several live study sessions, which are live reading sprints. And even a sorority/fraternity late night mixer, aka the after hour show. We look forward to a very rewarding and successful semester with you. To ensure you don't miss any future changes or updates, make sure you follow us at Seasonathon or at Seasonathon on Twitter. Sincerely, Dean of Students, Completely Melanie. So, like we said, our fall is getting some changes. It is no longer a week long. All of the Seasonathons are now a month-long reading. For this, you have to complete at least 5 books to complete the semester. Now, you can, for the other categories, when we get to them, you can read other categories. But the problem with this time, there will be no doubling up. Because it's only 5 books in an entire 30 days. from September 1st to September 30th. That's why we're not doing doubling up. But if you do want to read books for other prompts as well, those, if you keep track of those, will come in handy in a future Seasonathon Academy semester. Is this all making sense? I hope so. So this will be from September 1st through September 30th. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen Mel and Kaylani's videos. But let's get into our group book, because that is super exciting. Our author for our author live chat will be Aiden Thomas, who is the author of Cemetery Boys and Lost in the Neverwoods. But our group read for this is his newest book, The Sun Bearer Trials, which comes out on September 6th. So it comes out at the very beginning of the month, and you have until the 24th to read that, or you can read one of his others. So you can use any of his books for any of the prompts, and you can come to the live show and come chat with Aiden Thomas with us. We are super excited. I cannot wait to read Sun Bearer Trials, which honestly I know nothing about, but Aiden Thomas is an auto-author in this household, and you best believe we're getting like 3 copies of that book in this house. So now let's go over some important dates. So September 1st is when classes begin. Also, these documents will be linked down below, as well as the document for you guys to submit your books. Every time you complete a subject, submit the book so that we can see how many people are reading and stuff like that. So on September 3rd, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, you will have your live study sessions on Completely Melanie's YouTube channel. September 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific, you will have study sessions with Kaylani on her channel. And on September 11th, you'll have live study sessions with me on my channel. Those, I haven't quite decided the time for my reading sprints just yet. So keep an eye out on our Twitter. I just need to make sure that Sterling doesn't have something planned. Kaylani's next live reading sprints are September 19th at 6 p.m. The 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is our live author chat with Aiden Thomas on Mel's channel. Followed by our sorority fraternity mixer at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then the following day, September 25th, I will host another reading sprint. Thought it would be a really good idea. Host some reading sprints, have some fun. And then Mel will host the last study session on September 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the last day of our classes is September 30th. I hope that all makes sense. Important dates, I'll just show it right here. Again, this document will be linked down below, where you guys can see our lovely icon. Oh, our seal for Seasonathon Academy. Listen, we are going to have so much fun. Now let's get into our 5 subjects. Required reading number 1 is English 1010, which you can read whatever book you want. If you would like to use that for the author group book or one of his other books, do that. But it's literally read any book you want. Subject number 2, we're taking Math 1010. And now with math, you need to take your birth year or your birth date. Like mine is July 20th, 1990. where I would, and you add up all the numbers, where I would add 7201990, which I do believe gives me 28, and then I add 28 together, the 2 and the 8, to get 10, and I add 1 and 0 to get 1. Now, you go all the way down to that where you have a single digit. And that is, I have to go through my books and find a book. I honestly should have done that. But find a book where the book page ends, like this says 340. If this would have said 341, I could use it for that prompt. So the last number of the page numbers has to be the same number as that single digit number you got. It's exciting. Now, subject number 3 is where we're going to have examples for you guys. I have examples from 3, 4, and 5. Now, in 3, we are going to be doing our Fine Arts and Humanities Historical Understanding subcategory, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, hold on. We have 8 topics you could choose from to choose for this. You could do history 10, 11, which is world history, to read a book set in the past. I.e., you could read something like The Curse of the Spectre Queen by Jenny Elder Moak, which takes place in whenever Victorian era is. I can never remember the year it takes place, but this is a historical thriller, like historical, like mystery. Or you could do Communications 2200, which is mass media history, which is just to read an ebook or listen to an audiobook. Any of those work. I apologize if you can hear the TV. One second.
Did you turn down the TV? I know. Sick teeth.
Sorry, he's watching Princess Diaries. Which, like I said, Communications 2200, mass media history, read an ebook or listen to an audiobook. Which is just read any ebook or audiobook you want. Then we've got History 1030, which is African American history. Read a book by a African author, such as Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. You could do History 2440, which is the Gilded Age, which is to read a book that just has foil on the cover, such as I have, as an example, Heartstopper, Volume 2, the Fairy Loot Edition, which has some blue foiling on the cover. Next, you could also do History 2450, which is the Depression era, which you could read a book, which this is to read a book involving a mental health, which there's tons of books that deal with mental health, but for some reason my brain kept popping up with this book, and that is Verity by Colleen Hoover, because of the Verity and the mental stuff that goes on in this. Listen. Or you could do F, which is History 2510, which is History of Epidemics, which is to read a book that involves a virus, plague, etc. A book such as Everland by Wendy Spinell, which there was a virus that kills all the adults and the children that are there's some children that are surviving. of the outbreak, and everybody's on the hunt for a cure. Also, Peter Pan, read Helen. Super good and super steampunky. History, you could do History 2820, which is Modern East Asia, which is to read a book by an Asian author. And the first one that popped in my mind is Iron Widow by Zorin J. Zhao. Effing amazing. And the last one for this category is History 2850, Colonial Latin America. Read a book by a Latin author, which you could do something like Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Cordova, or Aidan Thomas counts as a Latin author as well. Our fourth category is to select one of the fine arts and humanities thoughts, values, and beliefs subcategory, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. You could do classical 3960, mythology. Read any book based on mythology. I don't know why. I do know why. But Song of Achilles kept popping in my head, so. Or you can do mythological language, 1050, Knights of the Round Table. Read a book based on Arthurian legend, such as Legendborn by Tracy Dion, which also counts as an African author. Or you could do Philosophy 1110, Applied Critical Thinking. Read a mystery, such as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Or you could do Philosophy 2010, Introduction to Philosophy. Read a book involving good versus evil. This was the first one that popped in my head, but marked, because good vampires, evil vampires. One's trying to destroy the world, one's trying to save it. Philosophy 2210, Introduction to Ethics. Read a book involving making tough choices. And to me, nothing is more tough than coming to terms with the fact that you're dead. And that is Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. Can I not do this without a T.J. Klune? Or you could do Philosophy 2260, which is sports ethics. Read a book involving a sport. You could do the Hymn series by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, which is hockey. Or Philosophy 2350, which is popular culture. Read a book that has been adapted to a movie or a TV show. And I have Red, White, and Royal Blue because I'm super excited for the movie to come out. And then our last subject, which is our foreign language. You can do Foreign Language 1010, which is Elementary Foreign Language 1. Read a book set in a different country other than your own. As an example, I have Young Mungo by Douglas Stewart, which I might be reading this month. Who knows? Which is set in England. Set in a different country than my own. Or you can do Foreign Language 1020, which is Elementary Foreign Language 2, which is to read a translated book. Which the only one I know of off the top of my head is Here the Whole Time by Victor Martins, which is translated by Larissa Helena. Those are your 5 subjects. Again, we will have everything linked down below that's needed. And there is a chart if you want to print them off and then write the 5 books that you're doing, like what you're reading for what subject. I hope you guys join us for this. It's going to be a super amazing time. We're having a blast. I'm excited about this Aiden Thomas author live chat with his newest book, The Sun Bearer Trials, which has a stunning cover. Which again comes out on September 6th. Our live show for this is September 24th. So you do have almost 20 days to read it. If you can't get your hands on it, read one of his others and come join us and ask questions and have a gay old time. It's going to be a blast. This is our first trans author. I'm super excited, and I know Sterling's even more excited than I am because this is one of his favorite authors of all time. But that's all I've got for you guys today. Are you going to join us at Seasonathon Academy? If so, comment down below. Are you excited for any of these subjects? Are there any that you're having a hard time understanding? Let us know down below, or you can tweet us at Seasonathon on Twitter. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, hit that subscribe. And until next time, guys, always be fabulously yourself.
Oh boy!